So autism comes with other conditions. In this video, I'm talking about 5 of the most common co-occurring conditions with autism. All that coming up. Hey guys, welcome back to the Ask Me world. My name is Dan. I have autism, ADHD, OCD and dyslexia, and I make weekly videos on this type of content. So if you're new around here and you'd like to learn more, remember to hit that subscribe button by clicking the notification bell. If you're watching on Facebook, be sure to give this page a follow, and if you're watching on Instagram, make sure to follow this account for more awesome content. Right, so guys, welcome back to the Ask Me world, where we think differently daily. What is going on, different thinkers? If you haven't already, you can get your hands on my very first free ebook that I've made for you guys, which is the Autism Life Hacks PDF free ebook. You can download that from autismhacks.net. But for now, let's get on with the video. Guys, so nice to be back doing videos on cool stuff. And one of the most interesting things I think about autism is that it does have co-occurring or comorbid conditions, which are basically conditions that come alongside autism. So some of these, like OCD and stuff like that, they are co-occurring with autism. So when I had my autism diagnosis, there was also a bunch of other things that came with it. I had my dyslexia diagnosis first, then autism, ADHD and OCD at the same time, and then I've got sensory processing disorder as well, which came a little time after that, but it's still kind of part and parcel with autism, right? So I wanted to list out 5 of the most common ones because I think it's very valuable to know that, hey, the condition that you may be undergoing right now is just part of the fact that it's autism, because a lot of people think, well, I've got dyslexia, but I've also got autism, is there a link, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, there is a link, and yes, there will be a reason for that. And so I have basically listed out 5 of the most common ones, and we're gonna go through them right now. So the first one is ADHD, right? Notably, the most common and popular known ADHD is probably the #1 issue that is diagnosed alongside autism. I would say so, right? Most of my friends I know who are on the autism spectrum, they also have ADHD diagnosis. It's only a rare handful of them that don't have the ADHD diagnosis as well, which is really interesting. And I'm not sure why it kind of comes really naturally occurring with autism most of the time, but it's just absolutely fascinating, and it fascinates the heck out of me. So yeah, that was #1. Okay, so #2 is IBS. Now IBS stands for irritable bowel syndrome, or it's a gastrointestinal issue, or typically a GI issue. Now almost everybody on the spectrum has some sort of GI issue, like IBS or any other gut-related problems. And it's an unusual phenomenon, but it's very commonly associated with autism. I don't know why this is a phenomenon about it. It's so bizarre, right? But it is a matter of fact, and IBS is probably the most common one from the GI disorders. There are a bunch of other ones you can get, but obviously typically having IBS is what's commonly co-occurring with autism. Okay, so #3 is dyslexia. Now autism is a learning difficulty, right? Because it's a communication-based disorder. So having a learning difficulty usually comes with other learning difficulties, and the most common one is dyslexia. Dyslexia actually, there's a load of different ones. People kind of get confused between dyslexia, dyscalculia, and all that kind of stuff, and I'll be doing a video on the difference between those. But in terms of dyslexia, it's more to do with reading and writing. Again, being a learning disability, this comes so commonly co-occurring and existing with autism, and I would say pretty much everybody on the autism spectrum has dyslexia. The people I know, I can't speak for everybody in the world, but I would say that some form of dyslexia does occur within people on the autism spectrum. Now #4 is sensory processing disorder. Now shortened to SPD, it is basically pretty much every autistic person probably has it. It can't be diagnosed without being on the autism spectrum. So how can I explain? Sensory processing disorder cannot be independently diagnosed, but autism can be independently diagnosed of sensory processing disorder. But usually when you get diagnosed with autism, one of the causing factors of the diagnosis is SPD. So SPD, it means that basically you have issues with sensory issues like touch and taste and sound and smell and sight and light and all this kind of stuff. And it's fascinating, but it impacts the lives of people on the autism spectrum quite chronically in certain events and stuff like that. I mean, me to myself, it's caused so much havoc for me having food when I was younger, and now more than ever it causes me issues where I'm trying to go out to the store, but the store smells a certain way and then I can't go in there, or I hear words and those words physically hurt. And so I think that's something a lot of people don't talk about, and I find it just super fascinating. Okay, so number 5 on my list here now is fibromyalgia. Now this condition is kind of like an arthritis type of deal. It's relatively new. There's a body of research that's talking about it. It's completely kind of like something that is more and more kind of researched every day, and there's new stuff coming out about it all the time. But in terms of fibromyalgia, it is mostly common in females more than it is males, right? But it's hugely co-diagnosed with autism because of the fact that it just has a relationship. Females on the autism spectrum usually will have a diagnosis of fibromyalgia that comes co-occurring with autism. Absolutely fascinating. It fascinates the heck out of me, and I have no idea why, but they just do. It's just something that is a matter of fact. Now, if you have anything to add to this list, if you want to add to this list and you think, hey, these are some co-occurring conditions, pop them in a comment down below. I'd love to read and share that with you, and I read every single comment, so that's kind of dope. Also, guys, if you want to share this because you found value in it and somebody else could find value, please share it on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And also, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time, guys. Peace.